Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So today's Thursday, and on Thursdays, we take a break from our story problems and we get to do iExcel on our iPads. So when you are done watching this video, or as you're watching, you can get your iPad out, open it up, press that code, and then find the iExcel app. And it's a green square, and it says iXL, just like I have right here, iXL. And what you're going to do is you're going to find our search bar, which is the magnifying glass, and you're going to type in, our code for today, which is YWC. And it should say, complete the subtraction sentence up to 2 digits. Okay, so that's the one that you will be clicking on, and I'm going to put the code right here for us so that you know what it is. Hold on 1 second. Let me get out of this. Hey. There it is. Okay, and so now I can put the code in. So iExcel code is YWC, right? Yes, YWC. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're going to be finding a missing number. So here it says, fill the missing number. We have 16 minus some number is going to give us 0. And it's important that we understand this because it helps us through our number bond. Actually, our number bond helps us understand how to solve this problem. So this is a really important skill so that we can test whether or not we understand what a number bond is and how to solve a problem using that tool of a number bond. So what I'm going to do is create a number bond. I'm going to use blue. So our number bond, we know that when we have a number bond, it's composed of 3 numbers, our whole, and then our addends. Or when we're subtracting, our minuend, our subtrahend, and our difference. Now I'm going to connect our number bonds because all of these numbers are connected. They're a fact family. All right, so here I'm looking at 16 minus something gives us 0. And what I remember and what we've talked about in the past is that our number that we first start with, that we see on the top when we are adding or subtracting vertically, the first number on top is our minuend. That means it's our whole number. It should be the biggest number of all of the numbers when you are subtracting. So that number is going to go here in the whole. So right here we have a whole number, right? Our minuend. And teachers, if you have any ideas or if you want to stop me, go ahead and feel free. So we have our whole number, or what we've talked about, our minuend. And don't know how to spell that. Ms. Rosales, can you help me?
Sure. So I like to write things down before I say them. M-I-N-U-E-N-D.
Thank you. Minuend. There we go. All right, so it's our whole number or our minuend, 16. And then we have a blank, so we don't know what that's going to be, but then it equals 0. Okay, so we need to figure out what this number is. And does anyone have an idea of how I can figure that out? I know I used my tool, but what do I do next? Ms. Rosales, can you help us out? What should I do to solve for this missing number?
So you just mentioned that this is going to be our tool. I really love how we have this tool because it helps us come up with 2 equations. So there's 2 subtraction equations you can use. We can use the one that is given, 16 minus the 0 is going to give, 16 minus the blank is going to give us a 0. But then you can also rewrite it and say 16 minus 0 equals blank. And that helps us out.
And this kind of reminds me of a triangle when I see this, because these numbers are a little connected. So it kind of reminded me 6 minus something, if I minus it here, 6 minus something is going to give us 0. So 16 minus 0 is going to give us the other number. So let's try that out. Yeah, so 16, let's write that equation out horizontally maybe. So 16 minus 0 equals blank. So I know 16 minus 0 is just 16, so it will just be 16. And if that's the case, let's check it out. So I know if there are the same number, 16 minus 16 gives us 0. So that makes sense. So that means 16 plus 0 would give us 16. Okay, let's try it out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we got the right answer. So it's telling us, really pay attention where the little cursor is, because it's right in the ones place, and we don't want to put 1 here because then it will give us the wrong answer. So we need to make sure that we're paying attention to that cursor. It's a 6 and a 1, and then submit. Yay! We got the answer correct. So let's use this strategy again. So I'm going to erase here what we have, and I'm going to keep my number bond. And let's try this out again. All right, but I notice in this problem, there's no minuend or whole. That's what we're trying to figure out. Remember, the first number on top is usually our minuend. And if it's written horizontally, it's the first number on the left when we're reading left to right, because we read number sentences just like we read in books from left to right. So I don't see the minuend here, so I'm gonna have to leave our minuend in our number bond blank. And then I'm gonna add in 10 because one of our subtrahend is 10, and then our answer is 7.
The difference.
Our difference, sorry. Yes, our difference is 7. So looking at this number bond, I know that when I'm thinking of addition, because we've talked about number bonds with addition, and when I have my add-ins, I add them together and it gives me my whole. And right here, I see that there are 2 numbers in my add-in. So could I add those 2 numbers, Ms. Rosales?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to write that horizontally again for everyone to see. So we have 10 plus 7 equals, 10 plus 7 equals 17. 10s and 1s. And so, wait a second, that means that my whole number is going to be 17. And let's check that. So if I had 17 minus 10, 17 minus 10, I have 10, 17 in my head, 10, okay, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And then it gives me my answer, 7. Yay, okay. So let me check. I checked it twice. So now hopefully it's the right answer. So 7 and 1, and remember, make sure you pay attention to that cursor and where it is. Is it in the 10s or in the 1s place? Because you can get the wrong answer if you flip them around. All right, and submit. Awesome job, yay. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna erase all the numbers I have in my number bond and my equation, and we're gonna try this one more time. Okay. So my minuend is not there, my whole number is not given, so that's going to be left blank. Then 13, okay, 13 is our subtrahend, and then our difference is 4, okay. And now I can see those are our 2 add-ins because we don't have a whole number yet, so I can do 13 plus 4 gives us our answer, and I can count up, so 13, 4 more, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17, oops. So 17 here, and I can check by saying, does 13 plus 4 equal 17? Yes, Ms. Rosales?
Yeah, and you remember you could also do the other side of the triangle. 17 take away 4.
Oh, right.
So 17 and then counting back, right? 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. What? You have it right, Miss.
Okay, and so let's check that out. So remember, paying attention to where the cursor is. So I see it's in the ones place, so I'm going to put my 7 and then a 1 in my tens place. And yay! So this is a great tool to use. So our number bond is an exceptional tool to use when trying to figure out a missing number in a number sentence or an equation. So go ahead and use it, and it will really improve your skills when it comes to decomposing and using a friendly number strategy for subtracting in the future. So have fun, and if you need to watch this video again to really get the idea of how to use this tool, the number bond, to find a missing number in your subtraction sentence, go ahead and replay the video as many times as you need. It's your work, so you need to do your best. Have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow and later on. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.